It was the prophetic wisdom, or maybe stubbornness, of one grandpa that got his grandson to lace up his bowling shoes every week.
When me and him were born, my grandpa first said, "I'm going to turn these kids into bowlers." And he got his wish.
These kids are Nicholas and Brandon Armstrong. And yes, those are matching bowling tattoos.
It says life or death, brothers forever.
The two are seniors at St. Charles High School and, in their final season, wanted to end a decade-long bowling championship drought.
It's a grind. It's all one day.
Mark Foppel has been the bowling coach for 16 years, including the last time they won the championship, and all the painfully close second places in between.
It's not a process where you have, a couple weeks like basketball, we have a day to prepare. You have one day.
Of course, it came down to the final ball.
We had to sit and watch our anchor man struck out, or he doubled in the 10th frame, forcing their anchor man to double in the 10th frame. He got the first one and didn't get the second one, and so when he didn't get the second one, we were state champs.
And just like that, the drought was over. Even more impressive, their only ever undefeated season was intact. Soon enough, the bowling team will be enshrined in history with a photo on this wall. And that same picture will be on a billboard just like this one, in a show of community support.
I think it's nice that we're getting recognized because, like Mark said, we don't get a whole lot of recognition, and people just don't consider it a sport, even though we put our heart and soul into everything that we do.
Though Armstrong's grandpa wasn't able to be there due to COVID, he watched the live stream and was one of the boys' first calls.
He was just over the moon about it. He was so glad that we were able to pull through and get the win.
Bowling's on three! 1, 2, 3, bowlings!
Life or death, brothers and bowling, forever.
And would you look at that family resemblance right there? And Blake and Colette, a final tidbit. Nicholas, the Armstrong you heard in the story, he was that anchor for the team that bowled the final strike. Turns out, in the middle of the tournament, his brother Brandon, who was typically the anchor, handed it off to him. Nicholas hadn't been anchor in a year, but obviously it turned out to be a good decision.